Something that really fucks me up to this day is the way in which my rapist stole sex. Not only in the obvious physical in and out and over and done kind of way, he straight up stole the concept, poisoned my personal sex positivity. It's gotten better over time, as evidenced by the fact that for the first few weeks after the assault, I was so skittish about even the kindest, safest, most platonic physical touch that when I saw Auntie Kate Bornstein's show at La Mama and she put her hand on my knee, I flinched. I literally flinched. My body translated her affection into something that my muscle memory could only recognize as a threat, and that hurts my heart because there are very few people in this world that I trust as much as I trust her, and yet I fucking flinched at her touch. It's taken me quite some time to be rid of the high-magnitude aftershocks that coursed through my body anytime I heard perfectly wholesome stories of sex positivity and radical fairy revelry. The exact same sorts of stories I reveled in before the incident. One particularly noteworthy example was at a party, which climaxed, get it, when most of my friends were inside playing sex games, while I sat outside and took part in a DIY therapy sesh with 3 other self-appointed exiles. They elaborated on their own personal reasons why they couldn't be inside blithely recreating scenes from Short Bus. I didn't speak up about the nature of my own reservations because I felt too ashamed. I thought, how can I rightfully call myself gay if sex terrifies me? I mean, the whole fucking assault was so cis-heteronormative, and I shouldn't let a little thing like that ruin queer sex for me. I mean, think of the statistics. 9 out of 10 of my sapphic friends have been raped by men, and that doesn't seem to keep them from occupying single-stall restrooms with their partners for 30 minutes at a time. I mean, what am I saying if I let some self-proclaimed straight man castrate my queerness, undermine my sexuality? Sexuality that never had anything to do with him in the first place. How dare I let him win? But nevertheless, when I go to gay bars with friends and encounter beautiful people who offer to buy me drinks, the best I can do is sheepishly decline, lest they get the wrong idea. Thus, I'm perceived as a straight girl with an artsy haircut, intruding into a designated queer safe space. Or the handsome stranger might presume I'm playing hard to get, having sensed my impotent longing, and will instead befriend me, perhaps with the hope that I might warm up given some time and familiarity. I'd sit beside them in one of the dimly lit bathrooms, in awe that someone so beautiful could think that I'm pretty. But I'd know full well that the most I'd be able to give them are chaste hugs, remnants of my lipstick on their face but nowhere else, my phone number scribbled on a piece of torn-out notebook paper with the message maybe some other time, and scores of genuine compliments because I do like them. I just can't. One of my first memories of learning about rape was when I accompanied my mom to her friend's ladies' lunch. While I colored in the kids' menu, one of my mother's friends talked about her daughter being raped. How after the assault, her daughter proclaimed that she ought to be able to walk down the street buck naked without a single man bothering her. I silently agreed, while my mother's friends scoffed it off as a naive vision of an unattainable utopia. One of my mom's friends added that, more often than not, rape victims fall into one of 2 categories. They're either histrionic and have loads of sex, or are sex repulsed and don't want anything to do with it. Gifted and challenged. I've unfortunately grown up to be a picture-perfect case study of the latter, and for the most part I've resigned myself to this fate. I'm a career person after all, and I have much bigger fish to fry than a non-existent sex life. For fuck's sake, I have cabarets to do. But there are still nights I lie awake, desperately wishing I wasn't this way. But instead of ever reaching any resolution, I just end up with yet another monologue like this one. They told me when I was little, I'd go to heaven if I was good. Now I'm a long way from little, 'cause I try to find heaven come to it, by cock they are to blame. Then up he rose and donned his clothes, and up the chamber door let in the maid that out a maid never departed more. Beauty and love are a riddle, never to answer, but always to try. And boy, did I try. I tried with Harold and I tried with John. I tried with Alfie and almost with Tom. I left myself open, I gave myself free. Now the world is a heaven that won't accept me. So I say, good night, ladies, to all the beautiful strangers meet in my travels, at Manor Bar after parties, cruising Christopher Street and dancing at Pride. Good night, sweet ladies, to all my beautiful friends who wish to acquire the suffix with benefits. Good night to all 457 of you poor, misguided saps on OkCupid who came upon my dumb little file bedecked in all my hottest selfies. A profile I made thinking, well, there are plenty of fish in the sea, good fish who respect people's boundaries, fishies who aren't full-on fucking rape.